welcome to another edition of Town Talk. My name is Matt Beto with townsquarebuzz.com, and today we are excited to have with us Kevyn Robertson. She is the director and choreographer for McKinney Summer Musicals, and this summer we are very excited to bring Hello Dolly to McKinney and North Texas. So welcome, Kevyn. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Matt.
So let's start. Before we get into Hello Dolly specifics, let's talk about McKinney Summer Musicals. What is it that is so special about this annual tradition of McKinney Summer Musicals?
I always have to start with the people. We not only have a wonderful core group of mostly volunteer people who are involved with the production on stage and off. Mm-hmm. The people who come to the show, who, like yourself, ask questions about it. It's such a unique thing for a city of our size to pull together people on a project like this. That's, even though we use a lot of electronic ways and means to advertise the show, working on a show is very hands-on. Mm-hmm. And in this electronic age, the relationships between people that are established, the working together on the project is something that I think everybody enjoys so much. We have lots of people who have had many, many years of training, mm-hmm. professional and otherwise, who donate their time. I always sort of like to every year add up the years of training, and I'm always surprised if you look at it that way, the wealth of experience that comes about with bringing the production together. Excellent.
When was the organization formed, and how long have you all been bringing the musicals to?
Well, McKinney Summer Musicals was organized in 2007. We operated as one part of McKinney Community Theater back in the 90s. McKinney Community Theater was a community theater group that did several productions all year long, with the musical in the summer. Mm-hmm. And toward the end of the 90s, that group disbanded. Several key people moved away. My own children were in high school at the time, and I was feeling tugged in lots of different directions. Sure. My kids went off to college, and I started being approached about, oh, we need to bring those musicals back, and mm-hmm. Pretty soon I didn't feel like I had an excuse anymore. So we regrouped under McKinney Summer Musicals to work on this one production a year. Excellent.
And that brings me to my next question. Why do you do one production a year?
Totally based on our budget. A large scale musical like we do with a professional orchestra and a big cast, mm-hmm. Requires a lot of time and energy, especially since so many of us are doing it on a volunteer basis. Mm-hmm. If we had double the budget money, we might be able to do more than one production a year.
And clone you yourself.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Excellent. And on your website, you talk about, and the mission or tagline, I guess, is redefining community theater. Is that correct?
Right.
What does that really mean?
We emphasize the one production, mm-hmm. And there are many very fine community theater groups that do more productions throughout the year. Except for your professional productions at, like you see at the Bass or Dallas Summer Musicals, the AT&T Center. Sure. Musicals today that are done on a community theater basis, many of them are done pretty small scale, mm-hmm. In a small house with a small cast. hopefully live musicians, but if there are live musicians, many times it's a small group. And it's because of the cost. These are very expensive endeavors, and so I totally understand why they do that. We are saying we redefine it because we are such a tremendous volunteer group, and we put all of our efforts into doing one on a much larger scale.
Excellent. You talked a little bit about budget, and so are ticket sales enough to bring this one show to McKinney each year? Or in other words, how can, if any of our viewers want to help monetarily or anything else like that, how can they get involved?
No, in answer to your question, ticket sales don't provide all the necessary funds, but they certainly help. And we do the show these 2 weekends in July, and I'm always so sad when I find out that people miss the show, because once people do come to the show, they're a little astonished with the quality of the production, and they once they come, they never miss it. But our other means of funds, we apply every year for an art from the McKinney Arts Commission for a grant, and then we raise funds like every other nonprofit group, and all nonprofits are struggling and hurting a little bit today. And so contributions are very welcome. They can be mailed to McKinney Summer Musicals. And like I say, we have such a wonderful volunteer base. People volunteer to help with all aspects of the production. Our stage crew, props, costumes, the house crew, publicity, things like that. So we are very dependent upon our volunteer base as well.
Excellent. Well, fantastic. We're excited to continue our conversation. Stick with us. Check back next week as we talk more with Kevyn Robertson with McKinney Summer Musicals. Tickets for Hello Dolly are on sale now. You can go online at McKinneysummermusicals.com. You can also purchase them at the McKinney Chamber of Commerce, McKinney Office Supply, and the Battery Center.
All Interstate Battery.
Interstate Battery, yes, it's a new one this year. So get out there, make sure you get your tickets for July, and thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, Matt.